possession, you got 4 points, and that's the way it's done.
And the interesting thing was those 4 points gave the Nevada Hot Dice a very brief lead, but the Florida Sundogs came back and were able to regain the lead and have kept it through the first 2 periods. But Lee Rehrman, the Sundog women have got their work cut out for them. They have no substitutions left. If anybody goes down, if they get hurt, it's just going to be very tough sailing for the Sundogs.
Well, absolutely. You talk about the leadership of Little Richard Brown for the Nevada Hot Dice. Look for Denise Loden, her leadership, her performance, both blocking and jamming. And it was a few weeks ago that she had to put a jammer helmet on for the men. They're out of people. They're out of time. Denise Loden, look for her to step up, Ken.
Can the Florida Sundog women pull off the Iron Man period of the WSL? We will find out right after this.
Florida 15, Nevada 13. This second half is really shaping up to be a doozy, Ken.
It is absolutely gut check time for the Sundog women. The scariest sight for them is their own bench because there are only men. There are no reserves for the Sundog women. Posse, Suzanne rather is gone. Debbie Rice is gone, possible broken wrist. Gina Lombardo at best is 75%. Right now, Lombardo leads the field, being pursued by Mandy Osborne. Coming up, Kathy Evangelo. And down goes Osborne. Gina Lombardo closing. This is Katie Cooper back to block. Cooper sends her into the boards. A nice job of blocking. Here comes Kathy Evangelo. For my book, Evangelo is going to be the Sundog that's going to have to pick up the space for Debbie Rice. And again, Shea Brown now does a great job. Finally, Kathy Evangelo is able to sneak by Shea Brown. Evangelo sends another of the Hot Dice into the rail. You've still got Lombardo coming up on Cooper. Cooper sends Lombardo into the rail. Evangelo trying to get by at the last second. Down goes Cooper, but prevents Evangelo from going by. A great job of blocking from Katie Cooper. 2 points for the Sundogs, 1 for the Nevada Hot Dice. We're underway again, and again it's Evangelo and Gina Lombardo trying to jam for the Dogs.
And I tell you what, Ken, one of the things we forget about the showgirls, and I said it in the first period, is that these girls are very big. Kim Hart, number 33, about 130. Laura Weintraub, number 34, 135. And Katie Cooper at 155 pounds. It's tough for the Sundogs, who are playing injured with that kind of size for the Hot Dice.
Right now, Gina Lombardo doing a great job battling Laura Weintraub there, the only 2 jammers out. And down goes Gina Lombardo. We talked about she had been out, doesn't have the stamina. Far from 100%. Laura Weintraub with a golden opportunity to pull the dice back in this one. They traded by 3. Andrea Franklin turns around and calls up Laura Weintraub. And here comes Weintraub. Franklin calls her up. Oh, Franklin mistimed the block. Weintraub goes right around her. Picks up 1 quick point. Now she goes right around Kathy Evangelo. Closing in on Lindsey Francis, and Francis tries to go for the block. She misses as well, and 3 points for Laura Weintraub. Once again, we're all tied at 17.
And Laura Weintraub, one of the Hot Dice showgirls, we talked about needing to step up for the Nevada Hot Dice and really start to show that she can play, given that the Sundogs have a lack of manpower. Well, she did it here, Ken. Not only did she score 3 points, but she really laid some physical punishment on Florida.
And again, you see the problems for the Florida Sundogs. It's Gina Lombardo and Kathy Evangelo still jamming. They have no substitution. Out for the Nevada Hot Dice. Mandy Osborne wearing the jammer helmet, as is a heartbreaker, Kim Hart, but she runs smack dab into Denise Loden. No way she can get by. It's Osborne and Evangelo battling it out. Kim Hart, Andrea Franklin doing a good job of shadowing Hart, making sure there's only 1 jammer out. And it is Kathy Evangelo and Mandy Osborne. Evangelo 5'5", 120, doing a great job. She's got to be tired. She and Gina Lombardo have been out on every jam. Lombardo not even trying to get out. Great job by Kathy Evangelo. Sends Osborne into the rail. Now Evangelo closing. Back to block. This is Denise Loden. Sends Shea Brown right into the infield. Tremendous block by the quarterback. Denise Loden all over. Now she gets Kim Hart tied up, allowing Evangelo to go by her. Kathy Evangelo having a great job. Now she snakes by Katie Cooper. A tremendous, tremendous jam by Kathy Evangelo, picking up 4 points for the Florida Sundogs.
And these kinds of plays from unsung heroes are going to be necessary if Florida has a chance. Kathy Evangelo picking up 4 points.
And now we've got one change. Jamming now, instead of Kathy Evangelo getting her arrest, Andrea Franklin goes out with a jammer helmet. Denise Loden reaches back to give her a whip and does just that, but she's being followed immediately. And this looks like Kim Hart, the heartbreaker of the Nevada Hot Dice. It's Hart and Andrea Franklin battling it out. No other jammer is out as the Sundogs just don't have any substitutes. They're doing Lou Gehrig Iron Horse work. Hart battling it out with Franklin as we approach 30 seconds left in the jam. Kim Hart out of St. Albert, Canada, and Andrea Franklin out of Miami as they come around. Now dropping back, it's Lindsey Francis trying to call up Franklin. She's going to try and deal with Kim Hart. Francis, what a bonehead play by Lindsey Francis, tried to take out Kim Hart, took out her own teammate. Kim Hart goes by unimpeded, and now it's Hart trying to get by Denise Loden. With 5 seconds left, smart move by Hart, figuring I've got the points, and she cuts off the jam.
And Kim Hart, we haven't talked much about her all day today, kid. She finally does something good for her Nevada Hot Dice and cuts the lead in half, but she has really got to perform if these Nevada Hot Dice are going to catch up.
And now Lindsey Francis and Denise Loden don the jammer helmets. Lindsey Francis perhaps wanting a chance to atone for that disastrous play on the last jam.
And Denise Loden's got a jammer helmet on, Ken, and I'll tell you why. She was blocking for the whole first period, bought some time for her Sundog women teammates. Now there's a very short time left. She's going to try to score some points and give the men a lead.
Shea Brown out of Greensboro absolutely leveled Lindsey Francis, who has really had a couple of jams going. Shea Brown and Denise Loden, the two most physical players of their respective teams. If Loden can catch up to Brown, there's plenty of time. 24 seconds left in the jam. It is 21-19 Sundogs. Always seems to be the case when the Dogs need to dig deep. They turn to Denise Loden. Lindsey Francis tries to block Shea Brown. Took her off balance enough, allowing Denise Loden to do the same. Down goes Andrea Franklin. Denise Loden winding her way through the pack on the inside, trying to get by the entire pack. Kim Hart now trying to block her out. Now Laura Weintraub, and finally she cuts off the jam. The 3 Florida Sundogs desperately needed points as this period comes to an end.
The Florida Sundogs pick up the points, but more importantly, Ken, they extend that lead as Denise Loden and Shea Brown got into it. We saw Shea Brown trying to tire out Denise Loden earlier in the day to no success. And these Florida